Praise God for history, and then how history helps prepare us for the present, and then also it catapults us into the future. The history of Abundant Life Christian Church goes back to actually the summer of 1983. Abundant Life Christian Church, we really consider ourselves a child. It was actually the United Christian Church that gave birth to the Abundant Life Church. I met with a group of people during the summer of 1983 at a restaurant called Julie's. And after I had resigned from United, I was praying about what to do, where to go, seeking God's direction. From there, I met with a group of people at that time were from the United Church and just shared a vision about planting a new church here in Los Angeles. After prayer, got back with the group about a couple of weeks later after I heard from God and shared with them the new church, and the name that God revealed to me was the Abundant Life Christian Church. Our first worship service, it was at Crenshaw High School. And this was to be the launching of the new church. Crenshaw High School, a few of us got together. We had our first service there. I think it was October the 12th of 1983 at Crenshaw High School. I remember we had the chairs were set out. The music ministry had already been formed, and we had our first official service there on that day. Then we got some challenging news from the school board that our contract, we had a 2-year contract, it had been rendered null and void. It was canceled. And at that time, we had maybe had about 100, 120 people that were coming in the first month. And so therefore, we didn't have a meeting place for that Sunday. So we had a group that was looking for a meeting place, and what was available was a theater. It was an abandoned theater. It was on Imperial Highway near Crenshaw. And God had us there, actually it was for 11 months. 11 months we was there in the Imperial Theater, and God continued to bless and move in the midst of us. And then the facility became available on 35th and Normandy. At that time they was asking $1.4 million, which was I'm talking about 29 years ago. $1.4 million. We had $5,000 in our total checking account. But I felt the move of God. This is where God wanted us. I guess the first real challenge of Abundant Life Church, just to see if we can trust God to make a way out of no way. And so God did allow us to purchase this facility, and said, and now we've been at that location now for 27 years. Our theme, for at least for the past 20 years or so, has been bring people in, build them up, and send them out. Bring them in, build them up, and send them out. I'm proud of the fact that God has allowed us just to send a lot of people out. But also during that time, over 2,500 people had come into the ministry. And God has allowed us to bless other ministries. Other churches have been birthed out of this church. We're also proud of our outreach ministries. I mean, we have ministry partners and outreach ministry and other ministries that touches children, youth, young adults. We're also proud of our 55 Plus Med Ministry, which is one of our flagships, our flagship ministries here at Abundant Life. And just so grateful that God has used us to be a blessing for coming up now on 29 years, and still feel that the best is yet to come.